buddy. Oh, buddy. Hello.
Right.
Hello.
I got to talk into this guy, right?
Hello. Yeah. That's how we do that. We just changed it.
It was different last week, right?
Yeah, it was very different. Yeah, it was completely different last week. Totally. This is brand new technology. What's up, everybody?
So.
Hello, and welcome to Monday night. Let us know how everything looks and sounds. Hope you guys are having a good day and a great week so far. This is the last Monday of 2019, the last Monday of the decade, baby.
I looked at the date today.
Yeah,
it's going to be January 1st in like 2 days.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Our poll.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing our poll show.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be super cool.
On January 1st.
That's right. What's up, Terry McIver? Good to see you. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Most certainly appreciated.
Hello.
We had a really good time this past Friday. Was sold out, man. If we could have sold tickets, we would have sold them all. Yeah. That's just the way it would have worked. Jen Hogan, great to see you. We had, and we'll get into that, but a huge shout out to Jason Sawyer and Wayne Dench Incorporated out of Sanford for sponsoring this past Friday's show. Absolutely fantastic show. We had such a great time. The people were fabulous. We had a packed house, man. We had a really great time. The food was excellent. We had 3 different kinds of pizza, which we'll get into later. We had tasty beverages, and we had awesome Bud Light merchandise. That's right, and Budweiser merchandise. We had Steins, we had sweaters, we had huge, massive bottles of all the delicious things. So it was really cool. We'll get into that. But for this wrap-up, let's start last Monday. We had our good friend Patricio joined us. Patricio, who is also KitchenKillaz Fan of the Week.
Top fan, baby.
That's right, top fan, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
He kind of surfaced in my mind because, the Monday, and then we saw him again at another podcast.
We saw him at Table Talk on that past Sunday, and he was like, man, I'll swing in on Monday. So he swung in on Monday.
Yep, and then he was here Friday.
Yeah, he showed up ready to rock and roll on Friday, man. It was really good. It was good. Everybody
he always shows up ready to rock and roll.
Was it him doing remember we were trying to figure out who it was, Jason Sawyer, Dennis? Was it Patricio that was doing that did the shotgun on camera?
I bet it was. Other shotgunner?
There was 3. I think it was Patricio. Yeah, I want to say it was Jason Dennis and
sounds like the logical
and Solano. It does sound like the logical one. That is correct. That is correct. What's up, everybody? Carlos, great to see you, and thank you guys for joining us tonight.
Hey,
how was your holiday? How was your last weekend? What are you up to for New Year's Eve? I don't know. Somebody just reached out to me today, and they were like, hey, what are you doing for New Year's Eve? I was like, probably the same thing I did 2 years ago for New Year's Eve.
Packing boxes.
Which was packing boxes, baby. That's right.
I mean, I'll have beer.
Yeah.
You know
what?
12. Let's get a little bottle of
celebrate.
Wycliffe champagne.
Ooh, Wycliffe. That's the expensive stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
that's the super expensive stuff. It's like $3 a bottle from
Dom
there.
Perignon would be expensive.
Dom Perignon.
If you want inexpensive, you go for Barefoot.
Ooh, Barefoot's
just
not bad.
as good.
That's right. You like to be barefoot. Barefoot's great. You're connected.
You get the same crappy hangover.
Yeah.
And it's
water.
It's
drink
cheap.
water. Lots of water.
It's cheap.
Ibuprofen, water, all that good stuff. Lisa Baker's got a gig tomorrow night. What an awesome way to ring in the new year. Lisa Baker doing what you love, man. That's the way it is. Dennis Cutter just joining us. Dennis, good to see you, and thank you for joining us on Friday, my man. We had a great time. Thank you so much for being here.
Bro, those pizzas.
Bro, we'll get there. So, last Monday we had a really great wrap-up. Patricio Solano from With a Side of Chaos joined us, not only Monday, but he joined us last Friday as well, which was super cool. And then we wound up wrapping up that wrap-up with Elemental, a KitchenKillaz original, which was super cool to jam. And thank you guys for joining us tonight, man. Thank you for joining us last Monday as well. The show was a lot of fun. Lots of shares, lots of likes, just really great comments going back and forth. Awesome community. Really great group, man. We had a good time last Monday, and Patricio was here for a hot second. He hung out after the show too, man, which is really cool. Patricio, the door's always open, my dude. Even after we move out, feel free to just come in whenever you want to.
Don't knock. Same rules apply. Different homeowners, you still don't need to knock.
Yeah, that's
fine.
Yeah, that's 100% true.
I'm sure they'll leave their door unlocked as well.
They'll understand. Be like, hey, the KitchenKillaz used to live here, and we had an open door policy, and they will most certainly honor that. It's going to take a while for people to... I'm going to say they're going to honor that.
It's going to take a while for people to not.
It's like when you change your mail address, like you got to have that kind of changeover period where there's like a window of 10 to 15 days where the mail still comes to the house. You can still show up to the house. Then you got 2 months.
60 days.
You have 2 months, Patricio, to come to the house whenever you want, even after we've moved out. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited.
I hope they're as cool as we are.
We're about to find out. Let us know. Thankfully, he's involved in law, so if you do need, help with that, most certainly, I'm sure you know a guy. I think last week we talked about a realtor / lawyer / chef or something like that. at the same time that he knew.
That's our market.
All simultaneously, which was super cool. So last Monday's wrap-up was awesome. Thank you guys for joining us. Last Tuesday, we put up a You Pick 2 poll, which was super cool. It was Christmas Eve. We wound up putting up 5 songs, which was really great. And I think that was the is this the last one of the month? Is this one an all-original?
No.
Last week's was all-original, right?
No. The week before was the all-original because we were at Castledore. And then we did last week because it was a holiday thing. We just did normal. Because we like to do the all-originals at Castledore.
True.
So we did Castledore. We did the all-originals. And then last week we had 5 songs on the poll. That was the last poll of 2019.
Yeah.
That's it. The next one is on 1-1.
Well,
2-2.
Technically, the last poll goes up tomorrow, but the results are played on Wednesday. So we have one more poll going up in 2019, but we're not even going to give you the results until next year, and there's nothing you can do about it. What up, Tim Hager? Good to see you, my man. And yes, sir, happy New Year to you. We're going to make you wait, baby. We're going to make you wait for it. Oh, yeah, that's right.
I want to see the results. Hang out till next year.
That's right, man. Last Tuesday was really fun. We had a good time. It was Christmas Eve. Myself and the great Commodore, Shelley Wheeler, we all decided to head out and see family on Christmas Eve. When did you wind up heading to Brandon or St. Pete? Was that Tuesday? Because you were there for Christmas Eve, right?
Yeah, I was there. I was there Christmas Eve. Man, what did I do?
This is a long time ago.
I hung out with like most of my family that day.
Lots of Bud Lights.
Like I went over there Christmas Eve.
What up, Caleb Bauer? Good to see you.
Christmas morning, I went over to Dad's.
What up, Dad?
Yeah, and then hung out there. We had dinner. We had dinner around 3:00.
3:00.
Finished up around 4.
4.
And I left.
That was it, man. And then we had the You Pick 2 poll show last Wednesday, which was Christmas evening. The great Commodore joined us for that, which was super cool.
Drove on over to Canterbury.
That's right, Canterbury Lakes, aye. So we had 5 songs up on last week's poll. We had the winners, baby. We had Come Down by Bush. We also had Long Day by Matchbox 20. We had Through Glass by Stone Sour, I believe. Is that Stone Sour, Through Glass? Then we had Drift Slide Collide, which came in at first place. And we had Be My Queen, or My Queen, which came in at second place. Thank you guys so much for the votes, man, which was a lot of fun. We did a Flip the Pick, which wound up landing gold side up. So we did a little 12 days of KitchenKillaz Christmas last Wednesday night to share that with you guys, just walking you through the kind of gifts that you receive when you're a KitchenKillaz fan. For Christmas, you receive all 12 of those things.
That song's a lot of fun to play. Once I knew how to play it properly.
Once you fall into once you figure out what's going on, then it's just speed. Then it's just like
it usually takes me like the first couple of days of Christmas to like, oh yeah, those are the chords, and then it gets faster and faster. I'm like still trying to catch up.
Yo, yeah.
I got it.
It was a lot of fun, man, and a huge shout out to Mama and Papa Floyd for hosting us for Christmas evening. That was awesome. The food was absolutely fantastic. We had an Italian style Christmas dinner. What kind of Christmas dinner did you find yourself in wrapped in?
Prime rib.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about right there. What
Bobby
up, Amelia?
did a great job on the
Amelia?
prime rib.
Did she make it in the Instapot?
It was not. No.
She
made it in the oven.
Oh, okay. Did she make anything in the Instapot?
It was weird. I'd never seen prime rib cooked in an oven like she did it.
Really?
She preheated the oven to like 500.
Okay.
And then turned the oven off and put the prime rib in there.
Oh, really? And just
don't
let it do its thing. Don't open it.
And we couldn't open it.
You'll mess everything up.
Yeah.
I like her. Bobby's awesome, man. She's created some amazing food.
Yeah.
Every single time we have been there, she's created absolutely outstanding food every single time.
Speaking of creativity, have you seen her craft room?
I have not seen her
craft room. She has an entire room designated to crafts.
I've seen your dad's office. I think that's pretty much my go-to guest room. Is that it?
Yeah.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
I've seen the big dining room table. That was really nice.
He did the office well.
Yeah, the office
looks
good, man.
The colors and the bookcase and the fancy chair.
Looks legit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got many leather-bound books, and his office smells of rich mahogany. It's true. So yeah, man, that was really good. We had an Italian Christmas dinner, which was really good. We had eggplant parmesan, we had baked ziti, we had chicken cacciatore, which was awesome. So pretty much everything with red sauce. You got to have some type of pasta, bunch of proteins. But for the vegetarian lovers out there, we also had eggplant parmesan, which was absolutely fantastic. I used to not like eggplant because I didn't like those 2 words. I didn't like who would eat an eggplant? Like when I was young, eggs weren't that great, and who would plant an egg and then eat it? Like that doesn't sound good at all.
So you just had this.
Yeah, I didn't like it just because of the name.
I don't like eggplant.
Yeah, just because of the name, I was like, that's terrible. No, it was awesome, man.
My experience
really
with eggplant parmesan was whenever I went out to, I think it was Olive Garden, where we would go out to eat, and I loved veal parmesan. And every time there was veal parmesan on the menu, there was also eggplant parmesan. I'm like, I don't want that.
No.
I want the real stuff.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I don't like eggplant.
Come on, how do you even compare veal and eggplant? Get out of here.
Right?
Get out of here. Right out of here. Take the Bud Light bottle and get out of here.
Kind of like you, I just made up my own idea of eggplant and that I didn't like it. And then I realized that years later, I tried it, and I was like, man, now that is tasty. It was delicious. It's all right.
And we had a really great time, man. Christmas dinner was absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys for having us. And then Christmas evening was a lot of fun. We got to stream from the Christmas room, or whatever room you want to consider that. So we had the backdrop was like the Christmas tree with the presents, which is actually my dad's idea. All I was doing, I was just like getting everything set up like before the show, 2 hours before the show. I was like, well, let me open everything up. Let me set up the stands. Let me get the holders and everything set up. And I was setting it up in that room because there was a little space. And my dad's like, oh, are you going to stream from that room tonight? It's a great idea. And I was like, yeah.
Yep.
That is a good idea.
When I got there, I knew exactly what you were doing. You had everything set up, so you could just pick it up and put it in the kitchen.
That was it.
That's how we do it.
That was it.
So he's out there making final adjustments, typing whatever. I don't know what he does.
Doing the thing.
And then I was like, and then he did something like out of character and like started like setting up there or started like positioning things there. I'm like,
wait a minute.
Are you? We're staying here, aren't we? Okay.
Let's do it. Which was a lot of fun, man, and we had a really great time. A huge shout out to the Commodore for traversing so many miles to show up on Christmas evening so we could have our You Pick Two poll show all the way from St. Pete. St. Pete? Yeah, is that St. Pete or Brandon? You came from St. Pete, right?
St. Pete.
That's
Brandon's right. out of the question.
No more Brandon.
No more Brandon.
No more Brandon. Bye, Brandon. That's right. See you, Brandon. Miss you. See ya. We don't miss you. Nobody even likes anybody named Brandon.
But I don't miss Brandon.
Yeah, and those people can leave Brandon to see you if they really wanted to, and they can go to neighboring St. Pete to get out of Brandon because we don't miss you, Brandon.
Yeah.
Never.
And that's
again.
that.
That's right, baby.
Okay.
I will say this. They had a really good soccer team. Yeah. Good job, Brandon, for soccer. But everything else, you're terrible. Just kidding. Unless you guys are from Brandon, then you're all right. But you got to get out of there because nobody likes Brandon. But yeah,
you don't know how bad you got it.
No way.
You get out of there.
You got to run, Jim, run. It's like the Death Star just before Luke shot the torpedoes directly down the exhaust port. Everybody was bailing on the Death Star. It's very, very similar, except there's no photon torpedo. Those are just human beings, and you do have to leave Brandon because just not in real life.
Were you just speaking Chinese?
Yeah.
I heard Brandon in there somewhere.
Yeah. Brandon, photon torpedoes, Death Star.
Here he goes again, Chinese.
Yeah. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Oh, I know that one.
Yeah.
That's from Spaceballs.
Yep, nailed it. So, we had a lot of fun last Christmas. Thank you guys very much. Last Wednesday was super, super cool, man. It was really great for all of you to join us. Even though on a busy holiday night, we still had a lot of people in the chat, and thank you for spending some time with us while you were spending time with family and friends. Last Thursday was kind of back to real life, but almost not. It was like the weirdest Monday ever because we had Christmas off on Wednesday. Then a lot of people went right back to the hustle and bustle that Thursday, which kind of felt like a Monday, but it was a pre-Friday, which was kind of chill because nobody was really doing anything on Thursday anyway, except waiting for the clock to go away because it was already Thursday, but it felt like a Monday. It was nuts.
I don't like those days.
No, it was weird.
One, I feel like I'm wasting my time being here.
You are.
And secondly, if there's nothing to do, I can't just sit there and look at the clock.
Yep.
I need if there's nothing for me to do, I need to be somewhere else.
That's why it's a good idea to be an IT guy, so you have access to the World Wide Web at all times. So if you don't have any specific responsibilities that are hindering you from doing whatever you need to do, you can just delve directly into the interwebs itself and create monstrosities of awesomeness at any time.
I will say, the last job that I had, I never went to the bathroom without my phone.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good because you want to take pictures while you're in there for top-tier Patreon.
Listen, if something comes out that I'm really proud of,
I'm going to share it with my friends.
I need to share this stuff with my friends.
Oh, my God, it's gross. So, man, last Wednesday was really cool. Last Thursday was prep for Friday. Last Friday was outstanding. I'm so glad we made it there. So last Friday's show was hosted right here at the house. It's the last Friday show, last kitchen show in this establishment that we will have by this next Friday. We are going to be in another location. We don't even know where we're going to be this Friday, and that's the most exciting part about it. Also terrifying and exciting at the same time. It's like 91% terrifying and like 9% well, maybe it's 91% exciting
even be by next Friday.
And 9% entertain. I don't know, but there's some numbers in there and there's some feelings in there, and then you guys can sort it out on your own and you share that with us however you want to do it. But this past Friday was hosted by Wayne Dench Incorporated out of Sanford. Jason Sawyer came. He got here first. He was here before everybody else was here. And we had to open the garage door so my man Jason Sawyer could load in the massive amount of Budweiser, Bud Light, Wayne Dench swag that this dude brought, including this massive bottle of Bud Light. So awesome.
That is a very good representation of what it looked like when we were drinking it.
Oh man,
Friday
it was
night.
awesome. There was so much good stuff here. We had such a great time. We gave out a lot of stuff. There's Dr. Alyssa Rose. Good to see you. Jimmy Liberati. Good to see you. And everybody that is part of the watch parties that Jen Hogan is hosting. Thank you so much for being a part of this. If you want to jump over to the main feed, you can go to facebook.com/BillyFloydMusic and join, see what's going on, raise some questions, click the like buttons, make some comments, and we'll see what's going on. It will be so awesome to see you right here in the main feed so we can interact with you, on like a personal level.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, give us the old boop
I'm in the real feed now.
That's right. Not only is Castador Studios in the house right now, my girl Jen Hogan. However, they were also here on Friday night, which was super cool. We had such a great crew on Friday night. We had absolutely incredible people.
Thank you everyone for joining us.
Oh man, Hanging with Webb was here. Patricio from With a Side of Chaos was here. We had Castador Studios here. We had so many amazing people that were here. We had cosplayers and creators. We had people trying to steal the puppies left and right. Tally Jimenez, I'm looking at you. Okay, I'm gonna fight you one day. We also had some awesome people. Our realtor was here, which was super cool. Our realtor showed up with her son, her niece, and her boyfriend, which was super cool, man. The place was packed. I think we started that night with almost 60 Bud Light cans, and at the end of the night, there were 0 Bud Light cans. And I think we actually had a full case of bottles as well. I think we still have some of the bottles, and I think we got some Natural Light. They had like what was the Natural Light? Flavored Natural Light. It was some kind of like a carbonated.
There was 2. I'll get it.
Oh yeah, we're on top of it, baby. Oh yes. Now or then now? When is now? Now is just now. When is now going to be then? Just now.
These are the very very. I like the names that they.
Oh,
put.
We got 2.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
So the first one
does this say Catalina wine mixer? Sorry.
Some of you might. This may sound familiar to you. The Catalina lime mixer.
Oh, got it.
It's a cherry and lime. It says when cherry and lime become best friends.
Oh, and they did become best friends, and then they danced, and they had good times. Natural Light Seltzer, Catalina Lime Mixer, when cherry and lime become best friends.
And a lot of people tried to compare this to a White Claw. This has a little bit more flavor than a White Claw.
Gotcha.
White Claw is like a soda water with like a flavor.
Yeah,
this is actually got some flavor
It's like a Perrier with just a piece of a Jolly Rancher that fell out of somebody's mouth that fell into the bottle. That's what White Claw reminds me of. No, it didn't dissolve at all.
These actually dissolved.
There's actually some flavor in
there's
these.
some flavor in there.
Nice, baby.
All right, so the number 2 we got.
What up, Tim Knight? Good to see you, my dude.
Natural Light Seltzers. This is from Wayne Dent.
Christian
Thank
Basil.
you. Thank you, Wayne Dent. She
Hello.
brought these over on Friday night.
Yeah, man.
This one's called Aloha Beaches.
Uh-oh. Aloha Beaches. What's up? That's for Dr. Alyssa Rose and Zach Cabral. There's some Hawaiian stuff right there.
When mango and peach go beach mode.
Uh-oh. Beach mode.
They twisted up beach twice in that. Just in those.
They did.
Aloha Beaches.
That's right.
And beach mode. This is great.
Which
I don't
is
even
super
care
cool,
what
man.
It tastes like.
We
That's
had
fun.
some really tasty beverages here on Friday night. Everybody really helped out. It was so cool to see everybody. They showed up in droves, and I got to say, we've never had a louder Pop-Tart song than we had Friday night. That was the absolute loudest I have ever heard that song repeated when people were screaming Pop-Tart. That was awesome. It was shaking the freaking walls.
There may have been a reason.
Man.
I don't think
because people
are
awesome.
I don't think you've ever given that kind of permission for volume that you did on Friday night.
Oh man, I like
you were very descriptive in how loud you wanted everyone to be.
Oh man, it was so much fun. They delivered.
Showed up.
We had Matthew DeFore with the woos and the yeahs. We had Josh Mullis was in the house, which was super great. We had Kaylee Harrison in the house, which was super awesome to see Kaylee. We just had a great crew, and everybody was super awesome and super respectful. They were very dialed in. People were singing along to almost every single song we were playing. Dennis was singing along to every single song, as was Josh. We had the Mad Scientist with us on Friday night, whipping up delicious pizzas in the kitchen. We also had Jay Bauer Art. Josh Bauer joined us as well. What a way to say goodbye to the household, the kitchen that has been our home and our kitchen for the last 2 years, which has been absolutely incredible. We were, the great Commodore and I had this conversation the other day, although the OG kitchen started at Bib, we were only there for a couple months. We didn't really even have all of our afterburners going as the kitchen KitchenKillaz. Although that was the OG kitchen, we did most of our teeth cutting right here in this very kitchen, which was super cool. I'm really, really happy that we had such a great showing on Friday night. What a great way for a phenomenal send-off, other than to be surrounded by incredible friends and family, which is just really, really great, man. I couldn't have asked for a better night. I was really glad we had a good showing because Jason was here. And it was Jason Sawyer's first time at a live show. Jason Sawyer's been a part of the KitchenKillaz family for going on several months now. I want to say going on 6 months now, which has been a lot of fun. And he actually got to make it out on a Friday night, which was absolutely fantastic. And I was really happy that we were able to provide and put together a really great show for him. Oh, man, he was having a blast. Every time I looked at him during the show, he had the biggest smile on. He had like his Santa Bud Light cap on, and he was just having the time of his life, man. It was really, really awesome. So the food was great. The beers were flowing. And thank you guys for taking so much of the Bud Light stuff. We had, I want to say, a dozen Christmas steins, which were these awesome Clydesdale steins that he gave us, that we got to raffle off and give away, which was really great. We had Christmas sweaters go. We had hats. We had a little knapsacks.
We had 3 Christmas sweaters.
Yeah.
Those are gone.
They're gone, man.
Yes.
Everything was gone. And thank you guys very much for taking it all, because we don't need it. We have it so we can give it out to you guys. So you guys can use it.
Get it.
We had a badass backpack that went as well. I think Patricio went up leaving with the backpack, which was awesome.
He felt bad taking it.
Yeah.
I was like, if you want it, you need to take it to your
now.
car right now.
Right now.
Right now.
It's got to go.
Somebody else is going to take it.
That's right. I think we had a Christmas ornament that wound up going with Dina Pomacher as well, because she came in. She's like, wow, is that a Clydesdale Christmas ornament? Yeah. We got one left right there. We were like,
told her the same thing.
Take it. Get it out of here, man. Take it with you.
Don't wait until the end of the night.
That's true. Gone. That's true. So last Friday was such an awesome time. We had such a great time. We had 3 different types of pizza. We had a white chicken pizza, which I actually didn't get to eat any of, but I got some of the toppings at the end of the evening. They were fantastic.
That was the only thing that I tried, is the toppings from the white pizza.
They were fantastic. Like whatever was left on in the pan that had kind of like fallen off when people were taking away pizza slices, there was enough for a good flavor, man. And I got to tell you, I stood in front of that pan for a hot second just eating toppings, which was absolutely fantastic. The Mad Scientist absolutely killed it, man. You got to go back and watch the video and look at some of the photos. Look at how thick that crust was, which was absolutely incredible. Like the way that it rose, it was so delicate, it was so tasty. And that was just one of 3 pizzas. We did another one that was a vegetarian pizza, and man, he loaded that pizza up with probably 6 or 7 different vegetables, and then topped it with amazingly fresh sliced mozzarella. What was so good, man. It was absolutely incredible. He also had the Italian meats, which was 6 different meats, which had prosciutto, and prosciutto. That's all I heard. That I love prosciutto. Prosciutto's outstanding. It was absolutely incredible. But we had such a good time on Friday night. The food was incredible. Everybody really seemed to enjoy themselves. The food went really quick. I think the pizza was gone before you or I got anything at all. And thankfully, we had one slice saved for us to try to enjoy, which also disappeared quite quickly. That was the vegetarian slice.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, exactly.
The pizza not only disappeared, but it disappeared before I even realized
quickly
that everyone had already
gone.
I went over there to get a slice,
gone.
And not at the end. I'm like, oh, well, I'll just make my way over there.
Yeah.
And I go over there, and it's,
all
I see are the bits.
That was it, man.
The bits on the pan.
It was gone,
but
man.
I'm glad.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad. If anybody's going to try
cakes.
You guys.
Yeah, we had 2 birthday cakes. We celebrated Shelley Wheeler's birthday on the 28th, so we got to do that a little bit early on the 27th. Got to give her a nice happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shelley. Happy birthday to you, with a cake provided by the great Mad Scientist and Nick Jergudio. Ba-ba-da-ba. Jergudio. Oh. Awesome. So, yeah, the great Gorgonzola. Or, I'm sorry, Soft G. Jorgonzola. I said that wrong every time. So, yeah, man, we had Nick G. also from, to a certain degree, was here, joined us on Friday night. What a great crowd.
We also had Kaluos here.
Oh, that's right. Kaluos Cosplay was here.
Mike Conley was here.
Oh, Conway.
Yeah,
you said Conley the other day. I'm like, I recognize that name, but I don't know who that is. So, yeah, Mike was here with his girl, which was really cool. Kaluos showed up. We haven't seen Sarah in a hot second, man. It's really great to catch up with her. It sounds like 2019 was a growing year for a lot of different people people and their personal pursuits and passions, which was really awesome. And most of them were here on Friday night, which was awesome. We had such a great time. Friday night was outstanding. A huge shout out to the great mad scientist for joining us. A huge shout out to Josh Bauer for joining us on the show as well. He created a Mandalorian, a 12x36. So we had Jango Fett, Boba Fett, and then Mando, who is from the current Mandalorian series on Disney+. 8 episodes, just finished first season. I heard was signed on for season 2 and season 3, which is going to be super, super cool.
I recognize the name Boba Fett.
Yep. Boba Fett. Oh, yeah. Anything
doesn't matter where from.
Jango Fett is Boba Fett's father. Technically, Jango Fett was what all of the clones that the Republic Army used to base off of him. Jango Fett was like the main guy that they cloned the entire army from his DNA.
He's probably pretty badass then.
Oh, he was awesome. Boba was an unaltered clone because all the other clones they created to be subservient, to be soldiers, to be team players, to do what they're told. But he wanted an unaltered clone of him, and that was Boba. So he raised Boba as his son, and then Boba became the bounty hunter that we all know, Boba Fett from the original Star Wars trilogy.
Oh.
Yeah, baby.
Those are some cool helmets, though.
Awesome. Oh, yeah, Mandalorian helmets, which goes back. There's so much lore about Mandalorians, which is actually incredible, and I'm looking forward to watching the series. I've heard nothing but rave reviews about this series that Jon Favreau, the producer and director of Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Elf, Jon Favreau was wrapped up, and he's who kicked off the MCU, which was absolutely incredible. This last phase, I think it was Phase 4, that we just finished with Endgame, and then now we're moving on to Phase 5. But that was all Jon Favreau, and he is the one who wrote and directed the first series of The Mandalorian, which is killing it on Disney Plus, man, absolutely killing it, which is really good.
He's
I'm looking forward to seeing.
guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Not only is he an incredible actor, but he's a great writer and director at the same time, which is
Clearly.
just so cool.
Great job, John.
Oh yeah, man! And Josh Bauer killed it on Friday night. Looked absolutely incredible. One of my favorite 12x36s he's put together. Granted, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but I just love this style. It was a great idea, great concept, great execution, my man. Thank you so much for
and
joining us.
much like the pizzas,
Yeah.
I looked back and
There
he
were
was
3.
done.
Yeah, they were
Like,
gone.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. Yeah, which is really good.
Actually,
man.
quite opposite of the pizzas.
It was gone. I mean, it was done. Yes, that's true.
They were there.
Yeah, that's right. Mission accomplished. This Friday, we have no idea where we're going to be. We're still working it out. We might be in a brand new kitchen. We might be at a random kitchen. We might be at a friend's kitchen. We might be at a relative's kitchen. But who knows, baby? That's one of the best parts. That's one of the best parts about this.
Not very sure just
Because
yet.
we have no idea, and a kitchen is a kitchen is a kitchen, baby. As long as you got Wi-Fi and you got space in that kitchen, we'll come and crash it. That's just how it works. Doesn't even have to be a big kitchen. We get that a lot. Oh, our kitchen's too small. Don't test us.
I think everybody says that.
There's a
Even if
reason-
their kitchen is huge, they're like, my kitchen's small.
There's a reason that we keep high metabolism. That's specifically so we can fit inside your kitchen. That's pretty much the only reason. I mean, there's a couple others, but that's number one, and that's also not true. However, it works out really well.
I really don't know how to turn it down.
I don't think we
Tried
have much of a
everything.
choice. That's true. That is very true. So tomorrow at 12 o'clock, we have the very last poll options going up of 2019. The very last poll goes up for 2019. We've had a poll every single Tuesday this entire year, and the last one goes up tomorrow at noon. And you won't get the results until next year because we're going to make you wait. But on Wednesday at 7:05, we will be playing the results, which is the very first show of 2020, the year of vision, which is super cool. So we're going to be rocking Wednesday night at 7:05 on New Year's Eve with your You Pick 2 poll results. Whatever wins, baby. And we rock and roll. We don't vote them. We just play them. That's it. We'll do a little flip the pick, see if it lands gold side up, and you might get 3 songs, who knows, for that amazing New Year celebration. What are you guys up to for New Year's Eve? What are you doing? I know Lisa Baker said she's rocking and rolling. She's got a show on New Year's Eve, which is really great. Do you guys have something traditional that you do for New Year's Eve? Will you be sleeping by the time midnight rolls around? Are you going to be out partying? Are you hosting a party? What's on your agenda, sir?
I may be sleeping.
I'm out. That's right. What a way to wearing in the new year. Yeah. Being healthy and making wise decisions. That's right. What up, Connie Knoll? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us, love. Or maybe both, maybe a couple beers, some water, a couple ibuprofen, and a little bit of sleep, baby.
I'll have some beers before 12 o'clock and then still get to bed on time.
That's true.
No problem.
Connie, great to see you, and thank you for joining us on this Monday night. We most certainly hope you are having a wonderful time. You are enjoying your holiday season. You are ready to wrap up this 2019 in the best way you can possibly see fit. However it is, be creative and be spontaneous, because spontaneity is the root of desire. Actually, that's anxiety, but just letting you know that.
It's the spice of life.
It is the spice of life. Ooh, Tony Chachery's. Also Old Bay. I think Old Bay is the spice of life. I'm going to go on the record, Old Bay, spice of life right
That's
there.
your spice of life.
Yeah. I think variety is the spice of life.
There it is.
Yeah, variety. Not the magazine.
Dang.
Or maybe the magazine.
I kind of like spontaneity. Maybe being the spice of life.
Yeah, that's much more fun. Yeah, I like spontaneity being the spice of life. Yeah. We're changing it. We changed it. Congratulations.
It's done. Tell a friend.
Pray I don't alter it any further. Star Wars fans, you get it. So yes, absolutely, tomorrow at noon we got a poll going up with 5 songs. You guys vote on them. The Great Commodore and I do not vote on these songs. We let you do all of the voting. You do all the clicking, all of the booping. All we do are tally, not Jimenez. We tally all of your votes. We put that into our list of tallied numbers, and then that helps us execute what we play on Fridays and Wednesdays, because we make sure we keep it vibing, and we want to know what you guys like. Tell us what you like by giving us the boops. Now that sounds dirty, but it's not, because it's not after 9:30. That's legit, like the actual boop. It's a mouse click with your left finger, or your left finger on your right hand, or your right finger on your left hand. Who knows?
Whoa, you're going to confuse people.
I don't want to confuse anybody. Just give us the boops. We need your boops, Jimmy Darba. Darba, good to see you, my dude.
I think most people do it on their phone. Matter of fact, I think 90% of Facebook usage is not on a desktop.
Yeah, do you think 90% of the votes that we collect for our You Pick 2 polls happen on a mobile device, or do you think they happen on
That would be my guess.
Yeah?
That would be my guess.
I have no idea. I've never voted.
Has anybody ever voted on a desktop computer or laptop?
Or a laptop? Yeah. Absolutely.
No? Just one person?
I don't see any hands at all, except
90%. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
on the phone.
99.999%. Something like that. So, yeah, man. So we got the poll going up tomorrow. We have New Year's Eve. Tomorrow we'll have a poll at 7:05 on New Year's Day. We're going to give you guys the poll results. And there's no better place that we would rather see you on New Year's Day than on top of a KitchenKillaz poll. That's it. That's where we want to see you. That's it. Join us at 7:05 p.m.
Get up on it.
PM. Get up on it. All right. It's a way to ring in a new year right there, baby. I'm just going to say it right there. So a huge shout out to all of our sponsors. Merchroom.com, Jimmy and Cody making it happen. Lakeland Barbecue, my man Joel Van from Polk County, making everything saucy and delicious.
Show me potato salad.
Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Casador Studios for all your recording needs. Zach Cabral and Dr. Alyssa Rose, thank you guys so much. It was so good to see you guys on Friday night. We had such a good time. Thank you for being there. And also, one of the most quotable quotes that Dr. Alyssa wrote of all night long. So this is what we were talking about, because Jason Sawyer said he was going to try on this past Friday night, he was going to try to not only bring swag and a bunch of beers, but he was also going to try to bring a couple Bud Light, quote-unquote, Bud Light girls to the Friday night show. And everything went pretty smoothly. However, later in the evening, Dr. Alyssa Rose brought up the fact that she showed up for the Bud Light girls and we didn't have any Bud Light girls. Now, as 2020 progresses and we're meeting more people and we're working with different kinds of breweries, we understand that there are going to be some craft beers involved as well. And we assume that the craft beers also have craft beer girls. So instead of just providing 2 Bud Light girls only, we thought, how cool would it be to have 2 Bud Light girls and 2 craft beer girls come to the same show in the same night?
Oh, it gets better.
Then we decided, you know what we need to do? We need to see who's going to win. What other way can we do this? And this comes from history. You're more than welcome to participate if you want to. But the true champion is found in pudding wrestling. That's the best thing. So we needed to find out who is the great champion. Are the 2 Bud Light girls the better of the beer girls, or are the craft beer girls the better of the beer girls? And there's only one way to find out, and that's through pudding wrestling. That's it. And we do that as men as well. I've been involved in pudding wrestling. It was awesome. I got my ass kicked by Amber Jones. She whooped me at my own house in my own pudding pool. That's true. I'm not embarrassed to say it. It was kind of fun.
What a great night.
That was a great night. However, Dr. Alyssa Rose also added a little kicker to it, and she said before they wrestle, the Bud Light girls should have to drink a craft beer, chug a craft beer. And then the craft beer girls should have to chug a Bud Light, and then they wrestle. And Alyssa said, man, I don't know. This is pretty much how I see this going down. I was like, oh, I'm really excited, because she's a doctor, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's going on. So she said, I imagine 2 things happening. The craft beer girl's going to drink the Bud Light and be like, boom, water. Fairly accurate.
Yeah.
And the Bud Light girl's going to be like, oh, I'm so full.
While the craft beer girl is just
are whooping her
already
ass in a
beating the crap
pudding
out of her.
pool. So I thought that was absolutely incredible. Boom, water, absolutely. Because according to any craft beer drinker, like the great mad scientist crushed 3 tall boy shotguns on camera during the show on Friday. Was absolutely stoked about it. I'm like, bro, how did you do that?
That didn't even occur to me. Like, all of the beer shotguns that I've done in my entire life were all 12 ounces.
12 ounces, man. These were 16 ounces.
These were ice cold 16 ounces.
Oh, yeah. And so I asked the mad scientist, I said, how did you do that? He goes, bro, I drink Guinness. This is nothing. This is like bubbly water. Boom. Water! Boom! Water! And Jason Sawyer crushed it. We had Patricio Solano, who is a partier, and he cannot be underestimated. His party skills must be revered. We also had the mad scientist, who is the freaking mad scientist. Then we had Jason Sawyer, the representative of Wayne Dench, that was here on Friday night. All 3 of them did a shotgun together. Patricio and the mad scientist crushed theirs quickly. Jason did his in one fell swoop. It was like, after he had the hole in it, he was just like, crush, done.
He even squeezed it and threw it in the sink. It was great.
I was like, whoa, my goodness gracious.
You do this.
He reminded me of Duff Man. If you remember Duff Man from The Simpsons, Duff Beer was like their big thing, and they had Duff Man. He had like the glasses on. He had like the blonde hair with the cape.
I never saw Duff Man.
Oh, man, Duff Man was awesome. That's Jason Sawyer right there. Jason Sawyer is our Duff Man, which was so cool. Friday was such a great time, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for the likes and the shares and the notifications. More importantly, thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for encouraging us. Thank you for coming to the shows and being a part of this project. We know it is as outside the realm of normalcy. We get that, but we kind of feel that that's why we vibe so well with everybody, because our crew is full of creative people. They're full of innovators, and they're full of people that live their life outside of that realm of normalcy, and there is where a lot of fun exists. And thank you guys for being a part of this entire thing. We're really looking forward to 2020. We are booked through June. Right now we're booking into July. We're booking paid gigs. We're booking interviews through July. Through 2020. Jen Hogan has been working her ass off. Jen Hogan, thank you so much for everything that you continue to do. Thank you so much for everything that you did with us and for us in 2018 and 2019. I'm really looking forward to the next year. I think it's going to be an amazing year of growth, not only for the KitchenKillaz, but for everybody that is also involved with what we do. The mad scientist in his own realm, the great Josh Bauer in his own realm, all the hosts, Zach Cabral, Dr. Alyssa Rose, Patricio, everybody, Kaluos, everybody that came on Friday, everybody that's pushing a pursuit, man. 2020 is going to be so badass. We're all here for you guys. Let us know what we can do to help, and thank you for helping us as well. So, yeah, man, poll tomorrow, show on Wednesday, prep for a show we don't know where it's going to be on Friday, show on Friday where we're not sure what's going to be, but right now we're going to finish this wrap up with the first song that the great Commodore and I ever created. This is a product of spontaneous collaborative writing, and what a way to wrap the year. Rather than with the very first song that the great Commodore and I wrote together. So we're looking forward to this one, man. This should be a lot of fun. Thank you for spending some time with us. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday night, and this is Perfect Places. Thanks, guys. See those faces grin, she yells, what's it all about? No future I resist, she's got me screaming all about what she had and said to me in all these perfect days, built upon themselves to break this bond, crash this golden gate. All the storytellers, yeah, you let them get away by leaning on this heart for days and undemeaning ways. Those demeaning ways. Oh, welcome to all these perfect places. Welcome to your life. Welcome to your life. Whoa, your life. Oh, yeah. If you lose, I win. She yells, what's it all about? No will I resist? She's got me screaming, singing all about what she had and said to me. And all these perfect days built upon themselves to break this bond, crash this empty space. All the storytellers, yeah, you let her get away. By leaning on this heart for days, I start to fade away. Start to fade away. Oh, oh, oh. Welcome to all these perfect places. Welcome to your life. Whoa, oh. Welcome to all these perfect places. Welcome to your life. Welcome to your life. Whoa, your life. Oh, yeah. Welcome to all these perfect places. Welcome to your life. Whoa, welcome to all these perfect places. Welcome to your life. Yes. Oh, yeah, baby.
Thank you so much for joining us on this lovely Monday evening, wrapping it up for you.
That's very true. All wrapped up in a nice, pretty little bow. That's right, because sometimes we give Christmas gifts a little bit later, but that's okay because 'tis the season. That's right, and we're all about the giving. We're all about the giving, baby. That's what it's all about. And by all means, please wind up checking us out on all of our social media. Let's start and end with the most important one, patreon.com/KitchenKillaz. We're coming into 2020. We have 5 patrons so far. Thank you guys so much for everybody that has been a part of this. Most certainly a huge shout out to Reese Peacock, Lynn Floyd, Shelley Wheeler, Michelle Hess, and we also have yet another one, our girl Jen Hogan. That's right, making it 5. So thank you so much. Please understand how amazing it is. Every little bit counts. If it's a $5 tier, we love you. If it's a $15 tier, absolutely. 25, 50, 75, whatever it is. Thank you guys so much. It helps us out so much. It helps us grow. It helps us upgrade our equipment so we can give you guys a better show. It gives us more time to focus on what we're doing and ultimately give you the best product we can possibly give you. And the way that we're able to do that is by viewers like you. So head on over to patreon.com/KitchenKillaz. See if you can, a little bit of a late Christmas gift, but a early 2020 gift for the great Kitchen Killaz, which we most certainly appreciated. You get 3 free shows every single week, and sometimes you even get other broadcasts from other festivals, other locations, and then every now and then we pop in with just a random Let's Cook on a Saturday, which is super cool. We also have the Kitchen Killaz Chronicle Season 1 that's available on YouTube right now. We're always looking for a way to innovate and integrate and evolve, most certainly. So reach out to us. Let us know if there's anything we can do for you. And again, a huge shout out to EMS Mobile Detailing, Merchroom.com, Lakeland Barbecue, Jay Bauer Art, Castledore Studios, and Wayne Dench Incorporated out of Sanford. Thank you guys so much. What an amazing year it has been. We most certainly appreciate everything that you guys have done. I think we try to convey how much we love and appreciate you guys so much, but I still feel like we fall short every now and then. I think that's okay.
I think you do a really good job of it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
we try, man.
You use a lot of words.
Yeah, man. Well, if every word was a hug, I would hug everybody 1,000,000 times a night. That's where I try to go. 1,000,000 hugs. 1,000,000 hugs for everybody.
Matter of fact, if you just come to 64 Erlenmeyer Drive, he'll give you a hug right now.
That's right. 634 Erlenmeyer Drive, Orlando, Florida, 32817. Come on by, baby. We only got a couple more days, but you got a Kitchen Killer hug, and you have a massive Bud Light bottle. It's got to go somewhere. It needs its forever home, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. It might. Who knows? We have a good friend of ours that was kind of fiending over this a little earlier this past week, who wasn't able to make it to the Friday night show, but we might just hold on to it for him. We're going to find out. What a great way to enter 2020 is by a 937-ounce Bud Light. I'm just saying, baby. That's right. Keep it square. You guys stay out of trouble. Any final words for the year, Commodore?
Final words for the year, man.
For the decade.
That was a. I don't even want to think about the decade. But quite a transformational year.
Sure.
A lot of progress.
For sure.
We went through some stuff.
Oh yeah.
but ultimately a good time.
Yeah, lots of travel, a lot of podcasts. Oh, that's right. Let's run through this real quick because Shelley Wheeler wanted to go through and she wanted to get every group and every podcast that we had been a part of in 2019, and she quickly ran out of space, which is a phenomenal representation of how hard the entire KitchenKillaz team worked this year. And a huge shout out to everybody that's been liking and supporting, because if it wasn't for the likes, the support, the views, the notifications, a lot of people look at those statistics when they gauge who they're going to have on their show. And the fact that we are able to generate so many views and so many likes is a big reason that we had such a prosperous year. So I'm going to go down these really quick as far as podcasts to a certain degree with the phenomenal Nick Gergudio, Happy Hour with Johnny and Deuce, which is incredible. We actually got to crash Kyle's house twice this year. Tom and Dan, we were able to visit them twice as well. A corporate time with Tom and Dan with a side of chaos. Absolutely incredible. Thank you, Patricio. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of that. Funny to Informing, our good friends John Hannon and Chris Coleman. Thank you, thank you guys so much. Table Talk. Table Talk with my boy Mike. Always good to see Mike. We were actually on Table Talk just a couple of weeks ago with Patricio.
Mike and Patricio.
Yeah, Mike and we did that twice this year, which was super cool.
Guest Don Price.
Big Papa Don Price, baby. That's right. We had Dropkick Radio as well with our good friends Nick and Dave, which was awesome. Dave Charles is incredible. They're actually in New York right now, rocking it for Sirius Radio. Media Litter Sandwich. That's right. Media Litter Sandwich was super cool, man. With an interesting podcast that was a lot of fun. We also had Entering the Black Hole, which just happened a couple weeks ago. That was an educational experience alone right there, which was such a blast.
With a Side of Chaos was just on there the other day.
That's right. Oh,
I saw
yeah.
a bunch of pictures.
That's right, baby. We also had Who Did a What Now, or our girl Nee. Thank you so much, Nee, for being an incredible, phenomenal writer. I'm excited to see what she is going to do for 2020. We were invited to a morning blend, which was in Tampa Bay. That was News Channel 7, I believe that was. 7 or 9. It was one of those amazingly odd numbers. That was our first morning show. That was fun. It was early. It was a beautiful studio, and a huge shout-out to Tampa Bay Morning Blend for having us. A huge shout-out to Trevor Frazier as well from the Orlando Weekly. That article actually got picked up by MSN.com. So we found our KitchenKillaz article created by the Orlando... Yep. Weekly or Sentinel? Sentinel. Orlando Weekly is Jessica. Yeah, that's right. See, Orlando Sentinel was Trevor Frazier. Not only were we able to work with 3 different Orlando groups, we got to work with our good girl Cynthia from Orlando Magazine. We got to work with Jessica from Orlando Weekly and Trevor Frazier from Orlando Sentinel. And the article written for Orlando Sentinel was picked up by MSN, which was super, super awesome. A huge shout out to Trevor Frazier. He came to 3 different times to sit down with us and figure out what the hell KitchenKillaz was all about.
He wasn't done getting information from us.
He did his due diligence, man. A huge shout out to all of our guests as well. We had so many guests. This is just a collection of guests we can come with off the top of our heads. I know we're missing some, and if we missed your name, please, by all means, we're just going to have you on 2020. We had Anthony Bencomo, Biggie Bencomo from Deli Fresh Threads, Chris Coleman at Tornatores with our good friend Denny, which was absolutely cool. We had Blattrick Swayze, which was our very first Let's Cook. EMS Detailing, Reese joined us not that long ago. We had the Barbecue Beats podcast. Our good friend Kevin Sullivan was joining us. Absolutely incredible. He is a master barbecue competitive judge, which was so cool. We had Dan the Cheese Man, which was super cool. We had him a couple weeks ago. Dan, I'll never forget it, man. Some of the most amazing tastes I've ever had in my mouth came directly from you. Gross. We also had Goldie's Gourmet Dog Chips, which was super cool. That was Eileen. She's creating 100% pure, healthy dog chips. We had the chicken breast, and we also had the pork loin, which Luke and Leia devoured quickly. Very cool. We had Envy Cupcakes as well just a couple weeks ago. We had some tasty cupcakes right out of Sanford. And with the recommendation of KitchenKillaz, you get free delivery within a 20-mile radius. Jason Sawyer as also. I'm excited. We should have him as a guest on 2020. That would be really cool to have him sit down with us on a Monday or a Wednesday from Wayne Dench and Sanford.
That's a great idea.
We were also nominated as one of the Best of Orlando acts, which we got to hang out with some great creators at the Best of event, which was super cool in downtown Orlando. We're excited to be part of that again in 2020, so please, by all means, nominate the KitchenKillaz if you think we deserve a nomination. If you don't, that's okay. We still love you. A huge shout out to Jay Bauer Art. He was with us for 14 shows this past year. 14 different creations, 14 different paintings, and he put up with us 14 different times.
I was going to say, he put up with us 14 different times.
Oh, yeah. He joined us on a couple different Wednesdays as well. We had the Wednesday for Halloween 2 years ago. Then he also joined us at Castledor Studios when he did this collage right here behind us. This 4-piece painting was super cool. Join us for 2 Wednesdays and 14 Fridays. Also, the events that we got to be a part of, which a lot of these are coming up in 2020 as well. We were part of Sci-Fi Bartow. Huge shout out to my man Sean for making that happen. We'll be back. Big Green Egg Fest, which was a lot of fun. We had such a great time. That's where we met so many amazing people. And huge shout out to BJ Mannix for inviting us to be a part of that.
Because you went around with a live camera and talked to every single person.
So much good food. It was so good. Ivanhoe Brew and Gentry food truck. We were really happy to work with Chris Gentry. It was absolutely incredible. Thank you so much, Amanda. And we actually got to Crash Dish Kitchen when Trevor Frazier came to that show. The Mad Scientist was there as well, which was a lot of fun. We had such a good time.
Didn't we have a photographer there too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was. We were a part of Victory Casino Cruise air guitar competition with my boy Hennessy, which was super cool. Never got to judge one of those before. That was awesome. That was a lot of fun. That's right. And we were at Castledor Studios. God knows how many times. It says 4/24 was our first Castledor Studios session. So we started with Castledor Studios in April 24th. We've been there almost every single month since then. Huge shout out. We were part of Beatles on the Beach this past year, which was super cool. That was in South Florida. Huge shout out to you guys for allowing us to be a part of that. Tampa Bay Comic-Con, West End Trading. We got to hang out with West End Trading. What a fun night that was. My man J-Bone makes everything sound super, super crisp. And a huge shout out to David Vincent Bob, and invited us to be a part of the Right Before Your Eyes red carpet premiere in Pennsylvania. We had a song, Walking Man, which is featured in the movie itself. Right as soon as the credits start to roll, they wrap the whole movie with Walking Man. So a huge shout out. Very interesting to hear a song that we had written performed in such a massive theater. That was a very, very interesting experience. I just sat down, I didn't talk to anybody, and I just tried to experience as best as I could what was happening right then, because I knew it would be a memorable moment and one most certainly not soon forgotten.
Well, like a song by itself is one thing, but at the end of especially an emotional movie like
that was an emotional movie, man. That was really good.
It's not just the song, it's like all
There's
the
Trevor
emotions.
Frazier right there. What up, Trevor Frazier from Orlando Sentinel? Good to see you, my dude.
We were just talking about you,
It was
bro.
all bad. Everything we said was absolutely terrible. No, man, it was really good to see you.
I think
There's Dave Frosch from Flame Boss. Thank you for joining us, Dave.
Freaking Boss.
Dave Frosch is one of the guys we met at the Big Green Egg Festival. That was Dave from Flame Boss, which is so cool. Actually, we met him in a competition. We got to see him at the Big Green Egg Fest. We don't remember a lot about that competition, and most of it is Dave's fault, and the other part of it belongs to Joel Van. Both of you guys, we have very limited memory from the original time we met, so we're just going to go ahead and say it happened at the Big Green Egg Fest. We were also part of the Orlando Ruckus Wall Ball, which was a super cool event. It was really awesome. It was a 20s themed night that we had. We had Josh Bauer there with us as well. And then, again, the 2-year anniversary show, which was sponsored by Wayne Dench and Bud Light. We also crashed a bunch of different kitchens this year. One of my favorite ones was Wine for Oysters. That was an absolutely fantastic kitchen. Tatiana absolutely killed it. What a great time. The food was fantastic, and we're really, really, really excited to see what 2020 holds. We hope to see all of you guys soon. We hope to see you next year. Let us know if there's something you'd like to partner on. We would love to have some of you in as guests. Not all of you, because some of you, like you, well, Dave Frosch would be fun to have on camera and during the show, but he is a troublemaker, and I like him. That might be a good thing or a very, very bad thing.
Can we just start the troublemaking once the live video's done?
Yeah.
And then we can commence the troublemaking?
I think we should pre-show troublemake and then post-show troublemake. It's up to Dave, though. Dave, that's up to you.
It makes for an interesting show.
Dave, I don't know if you're down for that much troublemaking, but if you are, we want to sign up for it.
It's a trouble sandwich.
That is very true. Trevor Frazier, also, thank you so much. We were just speaking about your diligence with Orlando Sentinel and the amount of time that you invested in learning about what this concept is. Thank you so much for an amazing article. The fact that it was not only featured on OrlandoSentinel.com, which was absolutely fantastic and very humbling experience, but that article was written so well, it piqued so much interest that MSN.com picked it up, which is, of course, Microsoft Network. So thank you guys so much. What an amazing year we had. And a huge, huge, huge shout out. I cannot give a big enough shout out to Shelley Wheeler for being such a huge part of this. There's no way we would have been able to do most of the things we did this year without her love and support. And of course, from me personally to the great and illustrious Commodore, nobody can get a better friend. And if you have a better friend, I'm going to put that to the test, because it does not happen. But a huge shout out to this guy. I try to be an easy guy to work with. I try. However, it does take patience.
I know you try, which is where the patience comes from, because I know you're trying. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, man. And a huge shout out to this big-ass Bud Light for being so awesome. Oh, man. I think we were going to try to see if we can fit Cosplay Michael in here on Friday night. That would have been fun.
He looks at it and he's like, I can fit. We know.
Oh, yeah.
We're already talking about it.
Yeah, we're way ahead of you, brother. So thank you guys so much for joining us in this amazing year. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we were live. We got to stream live right here on Facebook. A huge shout out to Facebook and YouTube for Spreaker, for having us, for hosting us. YouTube for being so cool and letting us create just amazing amounts of content and hosting it for free. And a massive, massive shout out to Hanging with Web Show, Garrett, Sage, Dina, Steven, and Cosplay Michael. Thank you for your continued love and support. To Dennis Cutter, thank you so much. Has become very, very quickly one of my best friends in the whole world. Josh Bauer and Kayla. A huge shout out to Tara Dunn for almost always being the very first vote at the end of a Friday night show for original or cover. Whether she's in the building or not in the building, she senses the lag. I guarantee you she's force sensitive, and she most certainly throws that OG out before anybody else can.
She's definitely force sensitive.
Oh, yeah. We have such a great team. Thank you guys so much. I know there is not enough time and not enough thank yous to go around, but we will see you bright and early on 2020 this Wednesday at 7:05. We'll be streaming for the very first time in the year of vision, if you will. Hope you guys...
Dark and later, not bright and early.
Bright and early.
It'll be at 7:05 p.m.
Oh, p.m.
show.
Oh, I thought we were switching everything. We're doing p.m.
Not on New Year's Day?
Hey, man, who knows?
Is that what you're doing?
I don't know.
Is that what you're
Maybe
trying to
we're
pull
still
right now?
awake. We might still
this
be
is
up.
that difficult you were talking about, huh?
Yeah. You know it is. We just talked about spontaneity being the variety, being the spice of life. That's spontaneous right there.
Long time for spontaneity.
We switched everything to AM.
Not that morning.
No way.
Nope.
That's right. You guys have a really good night. Thank you for keeping in touch with us. We most certainly love you. Let us know what we can do to help you pursue your passion as you continue to support us pursuing ours.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you want to see behind the scenes? You do. Yeah, you do. You're about to. You're just about to see the man behind the curtains. Boom, baby. You guys have a good day and Happy New Year.